Hello everyone, good morning, or whatever time you're getting here. This reading is for the orange one's health. Is he even, what is he even, where, what? He's MIA, bonus burst is MIA. Anyway, this is his health reading for Sunday, August 31st. I have allowed for reversals. I'm using the Radiant Rider-Waite and asking for only the truth. What is the state of his health? Right there. Okay. Whoa. A grave illness. This is my, remember the time, remember the week. I hate repeating myself, but there was one week, a few weeks back, where I think I had this card 6 days in a row, different places, in the spread. And then one day off, and then the next day I had it again. So Temperance Reversed is our card for sometimes just drug interactions because the dosage is off. It's always about imbalances. It can be about an overdose. It can be about just a deficiency of some type or an excess of some type. With him, drugs, right? It's a card for gout, hot flashes, blood transfusions, but for me, it's the grave illness card. We have acute illnesses and a grave illness. A grave illness means it will take you to the grave. You're not going to get out from under it. This card comes after the death card, right? It's like, okay, you died, and now where do you want to go? But you're not going back because, right? I have really strict rules for predicting death, though. So anyway, a big change has happened, whether he liked it or not, and here he is, and he can't go backwards anymore because it's reversed. This card is reversed. So, and it's, it rules the endocrine system, which is, you need homeostasis in order for all your systems to work, all of your, got the parasympathetic, the sympathetic, you've got the whole endocrine system controls all of the organs. So, yeah, he hasn't gotten it right. And this is the forces in motion for the entire day. It's the strongest card in the deck. His big challenge with the Magician coming through reversed tells me that his big challenge is how can he lie about it? He's only living from the neck up. And it's like doubly reversed because it came through reversed. If it came through upright, I'd still read it as reversed because those are my rules. So lying, major scam artist, he can't communicate. He's having trouble communicating. That's why we haven't seen him. So, yeah, and it's also a card for nervous system disorders, which is the reason he probably can't speak very well. Neurological problems. Maybe he's gotten really bad medical advice, or the test results came through wrong, right? So there's that, because this card's all about communication. Okay, early in the morning, or whatever time that is for him, first thing out. Wow, again. So Seven of Wands upright, and so he's in a bit of a battle, but this card, when it comes to health, is strokes, heart problems, brain injuries sometimes, spinal injuries other times, and that could happen from a fall from a high place or from surgery. In this past week, we've been, I kept getting so many swords and wondering, Ace of Swords, Eight of Swords, Four of Swords, like, are we having surgical issues or surgery? What's going on, basically? With the Empress reversed, this is his lymphatic system, and it's also his genetic, connection with his mother on his mother's side. And we know that she had mental illness. Although, his father with his unbelievable narcissism, that's a mental illness as well. But anywho, I would say there's a possibility in the morning of a stroke and major mental problems with his mother, the genetic side of his ancestry. And also, you know what? That's right, because Venus rules this card. Venus rules the Libra, and then we're in the realm of kidneys, too. So, lymphatic system and kidneys and stroke possibilities. Midday, he's at least experiencing a headache, possible migraine. The Nine of Swords has to do with, just a lot of fear and anxiety, nightmares, not sleeping well at all. And this is midday. So, yeah, what's that about? A lot of fears, right? And he's afraid. Okay, so Pluto ruling the Judgment card here. He's going through a hell realm, basically. He's going through a hell realm. He's in a lot of self-doubt. He's usually the type of person that never has self-doubt, with his arrogance and his psychopathology. And so this is hard for him because his body is betraying him. He won't go within and try and figure out what what's led him to this point. And so therefore he's not going to get that trust in himself. So he's going through a hell realm. On the level of health, this is a card of big changes and time in the hospital, possibly. So there's that. And I feel like it's a grave illness. How do we spin it? How do we lie about it? I'm in the hospital. Oh, crap. What do I do? I'm feeling terrible. I can't think straight. And maybe he can't even communicate because he's had a stroke. And his sycophants are left trying to figure out what to say. And then we don't have Dr. Ronnie Jackson Johnson. That's what Lori calls him. You guys, if you're not subscribed to Lori over at The Way of Positive Change, you are missing out. She has the funniest names for everybody. So anyway, so Dr. Ronnie, who is not even, I watched, what's his name? David Pakman. He said Dr. Ronnie came out and said something. Well, that's not his doctor anymore. And he was kicked off of, he lost his license. He shouldn't be saying anything. But he's come out and tried to say that Trump's just fine. It's a lie. It's a lie. Okay, in the evening Knight of Wands reverse is our card for addictions, blood sugar problems, and just reckless, scattered energy, arrogant, reckless, scattered energy all over the place. And so, but he's trying to celebrate with somebody, the women. He's trying to get his hand on somebody's butt there, right? Come on, camera. Why it won't focus? Maybe because it's too close. Yeah. When it comes to health and the Three of Cups, it's usually a card of overindulgence. But who's he overindulging with? Who's the most reckless, scattered, I don't know. I doubt it. Steve Bannon is a Sag, and I'm wondering, would he hang out with him? What's his name? The awful, disgusting border dude. What's his name? Homan, Tom Homan. He's a Sag. So anyway, again, we get this. We get the Chariot reversed. So middle of the night, a Chariot reversed means he's not going anywhere. This is another card for genetics, especially with a stomach problem. And the Queen of Swords, at least he's getting some help. It's still probably Nurse Ratched, and maybe she gives him some feel-good juice somehow. I mean, dang. But this card reversed could also be that, it's a card of hidden cancers when it comes to health. If there's other cards to relate to it, and he always has had that, because we've had so many cards. We've had the Five of Cups come through reverse so many times. That tells me, that between that and the Death card, relating to everything below the belt. Right? Bladder, colon, prostate, all of that. So, yeah. Wow. So I would never say with these cards that he is, has bit the dust or croaked or anything like that. But I would say he's in trouble, and he's been in big trouble, and he's not getting out of it. Let's see what's at the bottom. Yeah, Two of Wands reversed and Justice. Okay, so Justice rules the kidneys, because that's our Libra card. Yeah. With the Two of Wands, with that combo, this is, sometimes it's an accident, but I don't think it's really that this time, because I think he's been down. If it's an accident, it could have been done based on the cards we've had, the last couple days, especially if I'm remembering correctly, yesterday and the day before, getting cards for bad healthcare practitioners. So if they made a mistake while they were giving him, I don't know if he's getting dialysis or any other kidney treatments, this could be a big mistake here, that like they made the accident. They accidentally messed up. Yeah. On another level, just for him, being that these two cards are foundational for the day, this would be his big fear of change. And he didn't plan for this. He's just been operating on his on the fly. He's not that kind of person that plans out, other than how can I get more money and yeah, let's try that. But he doesn't do anything on his own at all. Yeah. And meanwhile, he has to be worrying tremendously about everything that's coming out, next week with Epstein files. There are protests lined up. We have on the 3rd, there's a big, I forget something happening on the 3rd. I'm totally forgetting about it now. The survivors are coming out. A bunch of survivors and their lawyers are coming out to Washington, D.C. So there's that. And and then Helen Leach mentioned something about Epstein's brother and his attorney, that they're saying they're going to release all the Epstein files. to the, I guess, the oversight committee. So that's coming. And there's something else. I think there were protests on the, oh yeah, that's right. I watched Jessica Denson yesterday, and she has something planned really big on the 2nd, but also on the 1st. So the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good Labor Day weekend. That's for sure. And I'm probably forgetting, oh, yeah, I know one thing I'm waiting to find out. What the heck happened to, I'm waiting for Smart Elections to release a video or release anything that would let us know how the court case in Rockland County, New York went with the New York Supreme Court. I don't have the court case number, so I can't really look it up. So anyway, if anybody knows anything about that, please let me know. Okay, that's it for today. Have a wonderful Sunday, and sending you lots of love for a happy Labor Day weekend. Bye.